Hi guys, now you may have noticed that there's some buildings behind me. Normally I'm wild camping somewhere, but tonight I'm going to be sleeping right in the city centre of Edinburgh because I'm visiting a friend. I've just finished a trip in the Scottish Cairngorms, which is what video 4 is going to be about, this video here. First of all though, I want to say thanks for everyone who's joined me. In the first month of posting my first ever YouTube video, 6,000 of you joined me, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe it, and I really appreciate that. For context, I've been living in the back of my camper van in Edinburgh for 2 years now to save money on rent and bills. But I am still new to YouTube. I'm not an expert. And I'm just going off the feedback of what everyone's given me in the previous videos. So any feedback you can give me at all, even if it's like critical, let me know in the comments. Anything you think I've missed or I can cover, just let me know. And it really does mean a lot. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my favourite spot to wild camp in Scotland. And it's my favourite spot for 2 reasons, right? First of all, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no connection, there's no internet, I should say. Which is great because it means I can go and relax and just concentrate on getting out in nature. And 2, it's quiet. As a bonus, I go for a hike on one of the most picturesque walks anywhere in the Scottish Cairngorms. It's genuinely probably one of my favourite walks. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. And as I said, any feedback at all, even if it's critical, let me know in the comments. I'll work on it and I'll keep trying to deliver you some good van life content.
FM on BBC Sounds and on your smart speaker.
It's 10 o'clock. Good evening. Welcome to The World Tonight with James Kamarasamy. MPs have passed the Hillsborough.
So I've just pulled up in the car park in Glen Clova. It's right at the end of the road, basically. You can't go any further. I mean, there's a track that goes further, but it's private. Unfortunately, they've made it so you can't stay here overnight anymore. I've stayed here before, as in, I think before they banned it. But, however, that's okay. Literally, around the corner is a quarry I'm going to show you. But this car park here is a great place to start to head up to places like Driesh and Mayer, which are basically, I think they're the 2 most southerly Munros that you can get to. Regardless, they're basically 2 Munros that are very popular in this area for people to go to. They're pretty duty as well. They're like, I think they just about make the Munro classification. So other than that though, up that valley there, I've camped up there before. You've got Loch Muck, I've camped by there, spelt M-U-I-C-K. And then beyond that, like much further beyond is I think you get up to like, is it Balmoral Estate? It's that direction anyway. What's really cool is there's basically no roads up there until you hit, I think like, where is Balmoral? What's the village called? I've checked that out, signal. So yeah, as I say, great car park for like day trips and stuff, but can't use it overnight, so I'm just going to move around the corner, but I'll show you it. It's not far at all. There it is, and there's a German in their caravan. That's okay. You can park here unrestricted. There is no signage at all. I don't think there's a limit. Obviously, there's zero facilities out here. So yeah, I said hello to my German neighbours who aren't German. They're from the Netherlands. I'm going to make some dinner, some pasta. I've decided to go on my walk in the morning rather than try and rush through a walk up on the hill with the light going out. I just thought, you know what, don't rush it. Yeah, a girl just showed up with a boulder mat, and I don't know I didn't know there was boulder routes up here, but she's gone up that way, so like the opposite side to Driesh and Mayer. So the climbers out there. Yeah, just having pasta tonight. Quality kind, with homemade sauce. So, should be good. I can't remember if I've shown you how I do my washing, but I'll show you now. Basically, I don't have a wash basin, I don't have running water. I fill my pot up that I just cooked with a tiny bit of water on the stove, heat it up like quite hot, just so that I can just touch, and then use this as a wash basin for everything, like, and then that's it. Because basically I used to wash with just cold water and some very liquid. Obviously it's not very hygienic, you need to really kill the germs with heat. Yeah, away for an evening stroll. Just a chill one though. So as I say, I've got no Wi-Fi, which is actually brilliant. I keep finding myself picking up my phone. Yeah, I know I'm on my phone now, but I'm just filming. I keep finding myself picking up my phone when I'm doing any waiting for the thing to boil, you know, the pasta to finish, whatever. But obviously I've got no signal, so I can't do anything other than basically just obviously offline stuff. So one thing I like to do with content now is have a list of things I want to achieve, like different, even down to what shots, but also what I'm going to cover, like through dialogue, like right now basically. So that's nice to work on that. Work on a content plan. I've never really planned my content at all, but I'm starting to now, so that's good. But also looking through that list of like the huge to-do list. You know, everyone has a huge to-do list throughout their life. They just put off. Obviously, just looking through that as well. Stuff I've got to sort out when I'm like back in civilization. But yeah, I'll just give you a lowdown on the area. So right now I'm in Glen Clova. It's one of the 5 main Angus glens, as they call them. So there's like 5 that are like almost like fingerprints, that run into the Cairngorms National Park. So this is part of the Cairngorm National Park. I don't know why I came with this one like first, but I've never been to any of the other ones, of the other 5. I used to be based at Arbroath with the Royal Marine unit called RM Condor 45 Commando. They do mountain training up here. So in the pub locally, at the local pub, sorry, there's a little plaque, like obviously you can see military units come here to do training, mountain training, etc. So oh yeah, so that's why I ended up coming here. Like I got to 4-5 and asked the lads, genuinely, it was like one of the first things I wanted to do. I'd just come to Scotland. This is in 2016. And I was it was like one of my first weekends off and I had nothing to do. So I said to the lads, I was like, anyone got any mapping and anywhere like there's a good route? And they were like, yeah, Glen Clova. Someone had the map in and I've still got the same map now that I got in 2016. Yeah, by the way, I've just gone for flip-flops and jeans for tonight's walk. I'm not messing about. Like, it's just a chill one. Come on. Great thing, and I don't want to jinx it, is no midges so far. It's still though and warm, which is kind of suspicious. I'm going to enjoy it whilst it's like this. Scotland's like that. It's rare moments where everything just comes together. The weather, there's no midges, there's no wind, there's no rain. It's quiet. I can do with some friends. Maybe I'll make some in pub tonight. So there's a pub down the road. Although it is midweek, we'll see what's going on. So refreshing.
FM on BBC Sounds and on your smart speaker.
It's 10 o'clock. Good evening. Welcome to The World Tonight with James Kamarasamy. MPs have passed the Hillsborough Law, which...
So I've just finished in the pub there. A few shots of the interior. Honestly, it's like such a wee tavern, which I love. And I don't know if you noticed the benches are just like made of like old tree trunks. Really cool design. Just in the valley here now. The sunset's amazing. I've just got a panning shot then coming down the road. It's just, honestly, it's 10 o'clock at night, by the way, and still quite bright. But just this lovely pink hue. You can't really see it as well. It's like yellow and pink. But I've just stopped here because I don't want to be gobbing off near my Dutch neighbours. So just before I say goodnight, but I'm going to be up early, do this walk up around Loch Brandy. So I'll see you then. But I'll tell you what, I'll bring you in the van for bedtime, for story time. Morning, people. Oh wait. Okay, the midges are here. Yeah, just got up. It's 6:30. Looks foggy, but I reckon it's an inversion, which is when the cloud sits in the valley. Which means when we get up on the hill, if that is true, when we get up on the hill, it should look amazing. Get spectacular views, but we'll see. I'm going to move to make breakfast because I don't want to wake up my neighbours. So I'm going to go to the car park where we set off from, which is just outside the Glen Clova Hotel. So, yeah, it's funny. Just then, as I woke up, I went to go back on my phone to like go on Twitter or something. Obviously, I had no signal, and I was quite relieved. That was nice. And I noticed I had a better sleep last night because I just read for an hour before I went to bed with just the little light on. I think we're going to have to do something like this for like a week. Like no signal for a week. I think the longest I've not had signal since leaving the forces has been like 1 or 2 days. I love this noise in the morning. I'm not on fire, by the way. It's I'm doing my porridge now. So. Now, I doubt we're going to need a map, but just in case, and just so I could also stop and like revise my relief and like map to ground things and identifying features. So this is the breakfast of champions. You see that? Banana and porridge and syrup. Okay, this might look like I'm being a bit extra, but I'm going to be wearing these today. Robot legs. And he's going to assist me up the hill. So the deal with these, I got them, it was part of a brand deal. I got paid for 2 videos. This is not one of them, so this is not a sponsored video in any way. But what I sometimes think of to do with brands is like, I'll take the product, do the video, and I think about whether I'll keep it or not. I was kind of thinking the same with these. I thought maybe they're for people that really need a set of robot legs. Once I'd used them though, I was like, this is so useful. It meant that I just wasn't tired at the end of a walk. Just enjoy the walk. But you know what? I'm going to keep, and I was thinking of using them for longer challenges. Okay, so right now I've got the robot legs in eco mode, but you can have even like a power mode. I can already feel it's like pulling my legs along, but you can set it to like an even stronger mode. What I'm interested to see is what it's like downhill over long distance. I think I'm right about the inversion because I can see the sun punching through the clouds now. It's burning it off. Hopefully I can get up above the cloud before it starts, but let's see. I'm coming back past the Glen Clova Hotel now. So that's where the walk starts, up to Loch Brandy. And you can actually hire these lodges here. I think, some of them. I was just thinking then, don't you just love when you actually do what you said you were going to do? I told myself I'd set off by 7:30. Step off. 7:30. With breakfast, everything packed. Cleaned the van as well. And I actually did it. And I think part of the reason is because I couldn't really go on my phone, other than to film this. Let's do it. Let's all have a phone holiday this summer. A day or 2, maybe even a week. I've had it on eco mode the whole time. It's assisting, but I'm still getting fizz. I'm still getting cardio in, as you could probably hear. My point being, if you want to just get to a place, I'm trying to beat this sun before it burns off the cloud inversion. But if you just want to get to a place, it's not necessarily about the fizz. And I can see why these would come in handy, a bit of utility to them, these robot legs. Okay, the heat's picking up now. I think we're coming out of it. Let's have a look. This is spectacular, honestly. This is brilliant. I'm so glad I didn't hit the snooze alarm. I dreamt that I did. Look at this. Oh my God, it looks like a huge duvet. Look at this. No, I deserve this. I've been deserving this. Tell me you hear that too. Completely quiet. Completely quiet. That's incredible. When are you all coming up here anyway? You need to try this. And Dutch people are still in bed, I'm surprised. They're missing out. My neighbours are missing out. Okay, I'm glad I got to see the inversion. Still enjoying it. And now I can see the top of the hill. So it's all going well, and it's 8:15. Only been on 45 minutes. It's absolutely spectacular. Honestly. So still as well. What? I'm not going to go for a swim because there is midges. There isn't that many, but there's still some. So, oh yeah. I will dip my face though. Just cool my face down. I think people do camp up here sometimes. There's no one here now, but I'll tell you what, that might be one for future. Because that'd be amazing. Waking up to this with the jet boil on. Okay. The face dipping has finished. I'll tell you what though, you need to come and see how clear this is. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to head back down because I've got a house viewing today. Funnily enough, it's about 45 minutes from here. I'm quite excited about potentially living up here because having this on my doorstep would be amazing. I'm hoping as well that now I hope that the sun has burnt through the cloud inversion so I can get the sun in the valley. It just looks immense. I hope the bar's open too. It won't be open. It's 8:30. Right, let's see if these robot legs make a difference going downhill. Okay, I've just dropped back down into the inversion there, and honestly I'm kind of relieved because it's getting quite warm. It feels so nice and refreshing. Just letting you know. Yeah, sorry, I'm still getting used to this whole talking to the camera thing. Like, it feels awkward. Like, sometimes I can get into a flow, and then sometimes I have like a sort of self-realization. I realise I'm talking to myself up some random hill. And it kind of feels like, I don't know what to say, basically. But you just give me feedback, guys. Let me know what you want to hear. Any questions, just let me know below. Yeah, so there's the hotel again. Come back down into the valley. I've got a bit of time spare, actually, so brew before we head off. So yeah, just got back to the van, just getting a brew on. Legs are brilliant, and I do feel fair. Not that I would have struggled with the walk like that, but it does help. Imagine over long distance, I would feel a lot better as well. Like if I was to do like the West Highland Way, like stack the miles up, clearly it's going to alleviate some of that fatigue that's going to build in. So I told you the inversion would disappear, sun's burned through it. And yeah, everyone in the valley's enjoying the sun now. They didn't get the early sun like me though, so they lost out. But imagine living here and working here, like people do, people in the hotel, people working, doing the sports, the game sports, people on the farms and everything. I wonder what it's like. Right, sadly I have to go now, but I'm going to view a house, as I say, so I'm quite excited about that. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Just seen a sheep charge, a sheep drive happening. But it's been really good, and I'm really glad. I mean, it's literally only, what time is it now? It's 9:30 right now. I've done a lot this morning, made a lot of content, got up on the hill, tested out my robot legs, seen an inversion. It's been a brilliant morning, so thanks again for joining me. As I say, I'm still new to the YouTube, so any feedback at all, let me know. Anything you want to know, anything you think I could cover, any hints, advice, whatever, just let me know. But yeah, it's been great to have you all join me so far. In the first 4 weeks, I think 6,500 of you joined, which is amazing. I couldn't believe it. And I don't think that's necessarily come from the other apps. I think that is just organic. But yeah, it's incredible. So thanks so much for joining me. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Thanks, guys.